So how do you convince that person? Are they a superior in every way? Like every way? Well, you just said you know something that they don't know, so they're the owner of the business. All right. That's a tough one. People can be very stubborn in their ways. But I think real life examples and case studies tend to help somebody actually see it, because seeing is believing, right? Now, one thing I like to remind my dad about, because he is my superior, not in every way because I'm taller than him, but I said, you brought me in here for a reason, right? You sat me down and you showed me a plan for a reason. You encouraged me to get my undergraduate degree for a reason. What is that reason? Well, Ade, I want you to do this, 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 this. I want your help as an entrepreneur. So this is me, not in the role as the entrepreneur, but in the role of the person supporting the entrepreneur, who is my dad. I have to remind him of why I was brought into the business. Show him why I was brought into the business. Are we going to pitch in front of potential clients? Cool. I'm going to do the presentation. You notice my presentation, the one with the most words was the definition of an entrepreneur. How many presentations have you seen where the whole screen is just words, 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 all different kinds of things? That's not how you give presentations, right? 4 or 5 points for the most. Use a lot of pictures. Those pictures are giving me 1,000 words already. And then I talk it out. And he's like, well, all right, okay, cool. I remind him of successful pitches that I've done, successful presentations that I've done, successful projects that I've worked on, and then show him unsuccessful projects where, you're making this mistake and this is what happened. Here is a real-life example of it, and this is how it will happen. I don't want to see you go down that road. I believe in you. I trust you. When you start using words like that, it starts to sink in the people. All right. Any other questions? Yes, plenty of questions, boy. Mm-hmm. All right, so first things first. So the question was, if you have an idea and you're afraid of somebody stealing your idea, how do you go about getting a patent or other form of intellectual property to protect your idea? Well, intellectual property tool to protect your idea, I think. Anyway, first off, you can't really protect your idea. An idea is just an idea. Chances are, if you had an idea, I had that same idea, 10 other people halfway around the world, they have that same idea. What matters is your execution, your team, and your timing. That's what really matters, not so much the idea. I've had many ideas. Some of them I think are golden, and I've had them validated, but I didn't do anything with it. I could try and go and get it patented, but it's not going to work. You can't patent an idea. You can patent a process, or you can protect an actual design that you have. If you take your idea and make it into something else, like a mobile app, for example, you can get copyright protection. You can get trademark protection for your logo, for your brand. You can protect the colors or the arrangement of certain words. But then I could go and clone your app and change 50% of the code to something else, and then it's a totally new app, but it's actually a ripoff of yours. Yeah, you can go to the Intellectual Property Office at Trinidad and Tobago. They're part of the Ministry of Legal Affairs. I think their website is www.ipo.gov.tt. You could talk to one of the intellectual property officers there. I've done it, so I know you can go and talk to them. And they will be able to guide you every single step of the way. The files the forms you have to fill out, the fees you have to pay, what you should protect, what you can't protect, how long it's going to last, the whole 9 yards. Is that my time being up? Oh, no, last question. Okay, last question. So that they don't steal your idea. Yeah. Well, that's something I struggle with, that I struggle with all the time, because even though I know you should share your ideas freely, even if they're going to take it and run away with it and make money with it, you should still share it. Because at the end of the day, somebody's going to benefit from that job fair, right? It mightn't be you, but a couple hundred other people are going to benefit from it. So, you're giving good to the world in an indirect way. But let me see if I could figure out a way for you to do this, right? So they asked me to talk, so you could probably use me as a go-to. We could find out from Lockjack who organized the fair, which department specifically organized this career fair. Who was it? Yeah. Well, I would go to them with the idea fully fleshed out, start to finish. That means putting in the hours without getting paid, right? To have something fully finished. And then go to Lockjack and be like, hey, I have this great idea. I already have a company formed. It's not just an individual you're dealing with. I have a company formed, and this is what I want to do. I want to get into a partnership with you. This is my idea. This is how I think it could run. Here's a letter of intent for you to sign if you think about it. So you already have everything prepared. And where they might just say, well, this is a real good idea. We don't have to do much work. We can make some money off of this. She's going to make some money off of this. Maybe we could get it done. If you create value for your competitor, they're more likely to switch sides and not really be your competitor in the truest sense. They can be your friend. Like, we can borrow geologists from another company, because we hire independent consultants, right? So they can go in between whoever as long as they want. So we can just say, well, yeah, this guy is working here. Talk to our competitors. Can we borrow him for X, Y, and Z project? And yeah, you just take it from there. I think they said last question, though, so maybe we could talk afterwards. Or suggestion. That's a very good suggestion. Some people are put off by NDAs because they think, well, you don't trust me, so I shouldn't trust you. And then you're already off to a bad start. But other people are, quite comfortable with it. You could give me an NDA and I'll be fine signing it, because I know that, you want to protect your idea. But as I said, if you have an idea for a twist on a job fair, chances are somebody else already has that idea. Somebody else around the world is already looking at it. Lockjack might be actually looking at it. They might be working on it already. And then when you come with something that's better, finished, can be implemented immediately, why wouldn't they go with you? Okay, I guess that's it. Wait, last question. Right, so that's a perfect question because it has happened and it's something that we've had to deal with. We're pretty small fish compared to the giants that are Shell, BHP. What we found that works best is establishing personal relationships with people working in the accounts payable department. Serious. Now, because it's oil and gas, we can't give any presents. We can't give you pens. We could go to lunch and we could talk over drinks, that kind of thing. But once you start communicating in a friendly, personable manner with that person, we realize they tend to open up a little bit more and they become really helpful because they're just doing their job by paying you. But at the end of the day, we still have problems because they're big and we're small and we can't do anything about it. So we try to manage our cash flow as best as we can so that no matter what, we're still in a good position even if we don't get paid from them. Because if I can't say that. Forget that. That's confidential. But establish that personal relationship. We're all humans inside of here, you know? Even though some of us are attached to our phones, kind of zoomed in like zombies, we're all humans inside of here. We all respond to warmth, we all respond to kindness, and we all respond to authenticity and sincerity. So talk to them on your phone, see them in person, let them know that, you know, I'm not Adi on a phone behind a computer screen. I'm actually Adi, you know? I'm a nice guy, you can talk to me. Help me get paid, please. Times are hard. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 That's exactly how we get paid. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep, that's quite right. Quite right. Thank you very much. That's it? All right. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time, guys. This has been really good.
Okay, thank you so much, Adi. That was a fabulous presentation, and I know you have stimulated a lot of interesting questions, which I imagine you'll be bombarded with when you go outside. One of our earlier speakers took about 45 minutes to get out of here because they just wouldn't leave her alone. So I have a couple administrative things I need to do. I need to announce the winners of 2 more of our surveys. So I don't know if they're still here with us, but we have 2 more Langston Roach hampers to give away. one person who participated in our survey, who is George Swan. Is George here? No? Okay. And our social media was somebody who is registered as VL Ramlal. Is that person in the room? Ah, there we go. All right, we'll come forward and we'll present you with your hamper. Thank you so much. Okay, well, we're good now. The other person's up there. Yes, thank you. Okay, well, we're not too bad. I think we're about 10 minutes after 2, so we haven't kept you here longer than we said we would. So thank you again so much for coming today. I hope you found something beneficial to take away with you and that it will boost your marketability going forward. Finally, I'd like to thank the sponsors and partners, Guardian Group, Intercommercial Bank, Seacoast Credit Union, Langston Roach, Eve Anderson Recruitment Limited, As You Like It and Company, Fancy Fudge Favors, Platinum by Natasha, Jobs TT, Caribbean Jobs, Optometrist Today, Snowy TT, and Biz Booster. So we look forward to seeing you guys again in the future. And reach home safely, everyone. Thank you.